Hi everyone, so today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about something that I had decided not to talk about, and it's because there's a lot of information coming out, including NASA just put something out about this topic. So I'm going to share my experience with you. In 2021, I became aware of what looked like a star above me, and it was very, very bright. And it's a cockatoo having a little drink. It was so bright that I started to get my camera and take footage of it. And it would pulse, kind of like this. But what was strange about it was I would move to a different part of the house and it would pulse through that window. I'd be in the bath, it would be pulsing through that window. So I was very curious about it. And I sent it off to a lady in England, Angela Donovan. I had seen her previously talk about UFOs and thought, well, if anyone knows, she does. And she sent something back to me and she says, Norma, my husband is a photographer. He has slowed down the footage that you sent, and this is what he found. And as soon as I opened up the picture, I started to cry, because that is an image of my dog that had passed in 2018. He passed. It's, the one thing about golden retrievers, if you're a mad golden retriever fan like I am, is they all have different faces. They look the same maybe to other people, but their faces are all different. That is Hamish's face, I know it. And the response that I had with my heart when I opened it up was obvious. But how is it possible? How did an image of my dog get in what looks like a star? And so I sent it to a few people and sort of asked, have you ever seen this in your experience? Because, a lot of people are a lot more knowledgeable about the stars and what is up there than I am. I sent it to Jason Brashears from Archaics. It was when he was first starting out, really. And he wrote back to me and said, read this book that basically talked about stars being sentient beings. I can't remember the name of the book now, but if anyone wants it, I'll get it for you. And so that was the start of my experience with these little beings. And there are more than one now. It started out with one, and then the next thing there was two, and then I was filming three, and then I was filming, it was one night there was 10. And where I was living when I filmed this, another thing that happened was I was over at a friend's house and I was telling her about it. And she said, Norma, it must just be drones. And I said, no, it doesn't look like a drone. And anyway, I left her house and it was above the driveway where she lived. And I went, there it is. And she went, oh, that's not a drone. And when I got to the end of the freeway after leaving her house, it was there and it followed me all the way along till I got home, and then it settled above the house. And I called my friend and said, is it still there? She said, no, it left after about 20 minutes. Well, that's how long it took me to get to the end of the freeway. And it's there all the time. Now, something else has happened just recently that has made it even more mind-blowing. My other dog, my other golden retriever, Bridie, she passed away at the beginning of March. On the 29th of February, I was filming the lights, and after she passed, I decided to look through some footage. And I remember thinking, actually, before she passed, I remember thinking, God, you're sleeping a lot, baby. Maybe it's your time to go. And then I thought, you're sleeping a lot. I wonder if you leave your body like we do when we sleep and go and spend some time with Hamish. That's what went through my mind. And anyway, when I slowed down the footage that was taken before she died, remember, I've got an image now of both dogs in the one star-like being. And it's my dogs. It's Bridie, it's Hamish, different faces, different noses. It's Bridie and Hamish together. And I don't know how to add to, when I've got a green screen, I don't know how to add other pictures, but I can put it up. It's not as bright as that, but it is so clearly my two dogs. Now explain that. How is that possible if these are stars? And I sent the picture to my sister, who knows my dogs, and other friends that know my dog. They were, oh my God, that's Hamish and Bridie. You can see Bridie's little face, you can see her nose, you can see Hamish. But here's the thing, that footage was taken before she passed. So was she leaving her body and going spending time with Hamish? Or are they sitting right beside me in spirit, and it's a reflection from the star-like beings? I don't think anyone really knows. And it has given me hope. And at times I get scared, because sometimes I think, are they just here with me? Or are they trapped somewhere? That's went through my mind too, which is an awful, awful thought. But one night I was just thinking that awful thought, and I said, please show me you're okay, Bridie, show me you're okay. And when I went to bed that night, there was one of these little lights in my room, and sort of moving around the ceiling. I was switching things on and off. Is that a reflection? Is that a torch? Is it? No, it was, I don't know what it was, but it was maybe my answer to asking, are you okay? Guys, there's a lot more going on in this world than we know, and it's so dark at the moment. There are so many awful things happening. And I hope that these are just signs to tell us that it's quite magical as well. I hope. Now, here's the reason why I'm putting this video out. Because NASA have come out recently, because there's a few people starting to post things about what they're seeing in the sky now. Follow The Whole Truth. He's got some wonderful stuff. He's also seen dogs in the stars. Now, NASA have come out and said that they project images of dogs into the stars. I mean, come on. We all know that NASA are full of it anyway. But is this just a way to explain what people are actually starting to see? And have these beings always been there, and we're just at a level of consciousness that we can see them now? So the reason I didn't put this back in 2021, I'd actually did make a video, put it on YouTube, and then I had the intuition to take it down. It was like, no, take it down. Keep this private. But now that other people are also seeing it, I thought, no, people need to know. That's my dog in a star. And now there's two of them up there. So anyway, I just wanted to share that, because I don't like deception. I don't like when people like NASA come out and put out absolute bullshit. I just think that there's a lot more going on that could be magical than we know. Alright guys, have a good day.